Okay, let's wait for the students to come in. Pedro is here. Hello, Pedro. How are you?
Oh, hi. Hi, Patty. I am fine.
Hi. Okay, let's wait a little bit for for Denise, please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sure she is coming now. Here she is. Hello, Denise. How are you? Hello. Could you open your microphone, please?
Perdón, se me
Okay.
trabó.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, Miss Amores. How are you today? We are going to start playing a little bit. Okay. Vamos a jugar. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Yes. And
Okay.
you have to go and put on a lot of clothes.
Oh, okay.
Put on a lot of clothes. Todas las prendas posibles se ponen en 2 minutos. Okay. So I will tell you, time starts now. Go.
Okay.
Todas las prendas posibles, please.
¿Cuántas prendas?
Que avance Denise para que gane el juego, corra. Okay, let's see how they are going to do it. Okay, in the meantime, I have to, because I am alone in class here, so I would like to tell you if my dear teacher is listening to me that I am enjoying a lot these classes. I am learning also. I've been watching videos and seeing how other teachers are doing these activities with the kids. And of course, I'm nervous because many factors are implied in teaching. It's very difficult. I really admire teachers who have experience doing it, but I hope to do a good job. So you can feel proud of me. Thank you so much for your patience and for being behind us, behind all this project. Thank you very much indeed. So let's wait for the kids now. Come on, kids. Time is going to finish. 10 seconds more, 10 seconds more. Okay, Denise, you ready? Yes? Okay, ready. Pedro? Oh my God. Okay, Pedro. You can come in. Stop now. Yes. Okay, let's count the clothes. Okay? Come on. We're going to count
Oh,
them.
it reached 2 rounds.
Okay, let's see. How many garments do you have on? Those
I
ones,
don't know.
those
I don't
ones
know.
cannot count because they are just put on, but you have to dress them up.
Two.
No, 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 no,
¿Esas no cuentan?
no, because they are just on top.
Ya, entonces,
That's
siete.
one. Yes, one.
Solo
Okay.
tres. Solo tres.
3. Okay. One. Come on, Pedro. Show us in the camera. That's 2. Okay. 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Denise, show us yours. Your turn, Denise. Take them off. Sáqueselas, Denise. Okay. Stand up, please. Okay. Show me, Denise. That's one. Open your microphone. Don't close it. Open the microphone.
I only have two. O
You
sea,
have-
solo alcancé para dos prendas. Es que
Okay.
son anchas.
Okay.
Y
So,
ya me quedo con esto porque está calientito.
okay, that's very good. So, Pedro went today. Let's see tomorrow how it goes, okay? Okay, guys. It's a pleasure for me to present you on stage to a wonderful woman. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So we have today's story is about a woman, and her name is Clemantine Wamariya. Okay, Clemantine Wamariya. Okay, that is a strange name. Where do you think she comes from? Where is this name from? Wamariya. Probably from Indonesia? No? Africa? Asia? America?
Who is she?
It's a very strange name, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Okay, let me check. Great. So, okay, she is from Rwanda. You see this country here in Africa. You see this is Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, and further to the Central Africa, you have Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, and you see Tanzania here is a big country. So between Congo and Tanzania, that it is Rwanda. So Clemantine Wamariya comes from Rwanda. So let's see. Look at this. She was born in 1988. Yes? And sorry?
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. She was born in 1988, and you see the cars in that year, how they look like? These are the cars in 1988. That's the model of the cars in that year. Okay, let's continue to see what is going on with her. Okay, Clementine's childhood. What is childhood? Clementine's childhood. What is it? Childhood. Niñez. Okay, Clementine's childhood. Was she going to school? What do you think? She was going to school, yes or not? When she was a child, cuando ella estaba una niña, was she going to school? What do you think, Gabi? Yes or no? Clementine was going to school when she was a kid. Gabi?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What was her favorite activity? What do you think, Pedro?
I think she no go to school when he was two.
Okay. And how do you think she used to play? Probably she played football, or she was running, or what do you think she used to play?
I don't know. Maybe no, I don't know.
With dolls, like girls, como las niñas con muñecas. Okay.
Maybe.
Let's see, okay? Let's see what's going on with her. So, Clemantine Wamariya. There was upon a time. There was upon a time is a phrase that usually you can find it in the story for kids. So you say there was upon a time. Había una vez. That's her favorite phrase. Su frase favorita. So here we have before bed. She always read a magical story of her nanny who told her stories. Okay, so nanny, do you know what is this word? What does it mean? Yes? What is a nanny? What is a nanny, Gabi?
And maybe una niñera.
Una niñera, yes. So the nanny used to, okay, la niñera, yes, la niñera used to tell her stories. Le solía contar cuentos. Each morning, she went to the kindergarten. Each afternoon, came back home to play under the mango tree, a mango tree, and each evening she had supper with her family. She was a happy kid. So what is had supper? Es, se servía la merienda, okay, with her family. That's to have supper. Okay, let's continue then. More questions. Something is happening in her house. Okay, what do you think it happened? Something happens with her parents? Something happens with her house? What happens to Clementine? So I ask you here, yo les pregunto, ¿qué problemas puede tener una niña? So when you have problems, what kind of problems you have when you are a child?
Maybe problems with in the school, maybe.
Maybe problems in school, yes.
Yeah.
Gaby, what kind of problems do you think a child can have? ¿Qué problemas puede tener una niña?
¿En la escuela o en dónde?
No, just you imagine when you were a child, what kind of problems you had? Probably with your parents or at school or maybe with friends. What problems did you have when you were a kid? Okay, let's imagine that she had a very, very big problem, yes? But we don't know what.
Having no friends.
With her family, yes,
Having
probably.
no friends.
Probably, yes. Okay, let's see, yes? One day, her loved nanny disappeared. Soon after, pronto después, Clementine stopped from going to the kindergarten. Afterwards, her parents told her she could not go to play outside under the tree. Then they moved to the smallest room in the house, and during night time, they kept the lights off. Okay, so, ¿qué pasó aquí? She stopped going to the kindergarten, ya no se iba a la escuela. She couldn't go to play under the tree, ya no podía salir a jugar debajo del árbol. And they moved to the smallest room in the house, se fueron al cuarto más pequeño de la casa, and during night time, they kept the lights off, tenían las luces apagadas. And the most important is that her nanny disappeared. Su niñera desapareció. So, what do you think is happening here? What is happening? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Cuáles son los problemas? What kind of problems do you think this situation is having? Denise, maybe you have an idea?
Day center.
Sorry?
Day center.
I can't understand you. Probably by chat? Your 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 audio is yeah, okay, now it's good. So could you help me with the answer? ¿Puede ayudarme con la respuesta? ¿Qué se supone que está pasando?
Ya se me olvidó. A ver.
We don't know yet. Pedro, do you have any idea?
No, sorry, I don't have idea.
Okay, let's see what's going
center.
on.
Ya me acordé. Day center.
Day center. What is that in Spanish?
O sea, la mandaron del trabajo.
¿La sacaron de su trabajo? Your audio is not good, Gabby. Could you please write it down by the chat? Yes? Okay. In the meantime, let's see what's going on. Clementine and her sister have to leave their house. Okay, so they have to leave the house. They have to go away and leave the house. What was it? Was a war? ¿Era una guerra? Was it an earthquake? ¿Un terremoto? What happened to Clementine? They sent her. They sent her. Just look at this. They sent her. But let's see where. When you have these problems like la niñera desaparece, you have to hide, tienes que esconderte, you cannot go to school, no puedes ir a la escuela, and you have to go and live in the smallest room of your house. So what is going on? Probably there was a war, tal vez una guerra, ¿no? Okay, let's see what's going on. Next, Clementine is going to her grandmother's house. Let's see. Her parents took her and her sister Claire to a car towards her grandmother's house. Clementine was 6 years old and Claire was 9. They were feeling good when they arrived to the house, but after 2 days, her granny told them they had to escape. Same people who took her nanny were after them. Ok. 2 días en la casa de la abuela y la abuela les dice, tienen que escaparse. La misma gente que tomó a su niñera ahora las está persiguiendo a ustedes. That's a big problem, isn't it? Isn't it? Ok. ¿Qué estará pasando? Okay, what happens to Clementine and Claire? Do you know what is a refugee camp? ¿Saben lo que es un campo de refugiados? Do you have any idea?
Sí, un campo de refugiados es cuando ha ocurrido guerras o ese tipo de cosas. La gente va para allá y hay personas en esos campos que los cuidan.
Okay, let's see. How does it look like? ¿Cómo se ve? What children do in a refugee camp? ¿Qué hacen los niños ahí? And the last question is, did Clementine and Claire stay there? Did Clementine and Claire stay there? Okay, we don't know yet. So we have to find out. The family has problems. Yes, Gabby. The family has big problems, I think. So let's see what is going on. Okay, so the sisters, las hermanas, walked during days, weeks, and months. Caminaron días, semanas, meses. Clementine did not know where she was or why her parents were not with them. They arrived to the first refugee camp. Okay? They arrived to the first refugee camp. Okay, so look at this. This is a refugee camp. This is how a refugee camp looks like. This is, you see the tents, ven las carpas, okay? And there are a lot of tents everywhere. You see how big this looks like? It's like a city filled with tents. And here, what does this picture tells you? You see, there are some children can study. Some children can study. Some children can have fun. They can dance, they can play, they can study, but there is not enough food. No hay suficiente comida. Do you think the water quality is good? ¿La calidad del agua será buena? No, because you cannot have installations, proper installations for water. What else? What can you imagine that people, how people live here in a refugee camp? Pedro.
Yes.
How do you imagine people live in a refugee camp?
Maybe she live maybe sorry she live with food but not have food to eat maybe not have water and only maybe hay tal vez haya unas 100 personas solo unas 5 o 10 estudian y así y igual la convivencia entre los niños y las familias es buena, pero no tienen tanto espacio para hacer que tanta gente esté en una carpa y pueda vivir en paz.
Okay, and you, Gaby, what do you think? ¿Cómo vive la gente en un campo de refugiados?
Mal porque a veces no hay tantas municiones para todas las personas que están ahí y se acaba la comida.
Okay.
Y lo más importante, el agua.
El agua, yes. Okay. So, okay. Let's continue and see what happened next. Aha. Here we have a general idea of what happens next. They are here in Rwanda. Yes, they are in Rwanda. But where do they go? They go to Chicago. Yes, Gabby. They go to Chicago. And look at this. You see this city? That's Chicago City. Now, I have to tell you something. Do you know the ONGs? ONGs? Yes? Have you heard about them? The fundaciones that help refugees to get documents and go to another countries. So in these countries, there are families who want to have children from the refugee camps. Do you know? So these families, they help the kids. Las familias ayudan a los niños de los campos de refugiados a que tengan una mejor vida. Okay? So that's, let's see what's going on with these two kids. Vamos a ver qué pasa con estas dos niñas. Okay. They go from Rwanda to Chicago. Let's see. Ajá. That's it. Clemantine and Claire Wamariya. Um, After 7 years entering and leaving African refugee camps, Claire and Clementine got to Chicago to start a new life. See? Okay. How do you imagine is a new life? ¿Cómo se imaginan que es una nueva vida?
Maybe maybe she go to another, okay, a new life y, bueno, una nueva vida es como empezar de nuevo. Eh, Tú a tratar de empezar una nueva vida, pues tratas de irte a otra parte que no sea donde la que hayas nacido, tratas de arreglar las cosas que hayas hecho mal para, ¿qué puedo decir? Para estar mejor en tu vida y no volver a pasar los mismos problemas.
Okay. Yes, Gabby. What do you think um, how is her new life or their new life? Because they're two sisters, yes? So, Gabby, how do you imagine it's in the new country?
Que ya están en un lugar mejor y que ya no vuelven a pasar el mismo susto que habían pasado cuando eran chiquitas.
Mm-hmm.
Y así empezaron desde, o sea, se fueron a Chicago y ahí como que empiezan otra vida.
Okay.
Y desde cero, o sea, empezar.
To start, yes. Okay. When Clementine left her home, she was 6 years old, and it has already happened that 7 years passed. So 6 plus 7, now she is 13 years old. And she's going to start the school at 13 years old. Do you understand? Va a empezar la escuela with 13 years old, con 13 años, because she never studied before in that country. So let's see. Here it says that they were able to understand that in the world there are a lot of children as them who have lost their families. Ahí en la escuela entendieron, ¿sí? That there are a lot of children, que hay muchos niños en el mundo que han perdido sus familias también. So Clementine went back to school and she learned about Rwanda's genocide. En la escuela, Clementine se entera de que en Ruanda existió un genocidio. What is a genocidio? A genocide. What is it? You see this? How the people goes leaving their homes? Here, people are leaving Rwanda. They are going away because there is a genocide. What is a genocide? Look at this. You see, a lot of people killed. You know, in Rwanda, in 30 days, there was 1 million people dead. Mataron 1 millón de gente en 30 días in 1994, en 1994. So that's why Clementine and Claire had to leave their home, leave their parents, leave everything and go to escape. Yes? Okay, so let's see. What is Clementine doing now? Look at this. What did she study? ¿Qué estudió? Who does she live with? ¿Con quién vive? How does she earn money? ¿Cómo se gana la vida? Okay, what do you think? Tell me. Ideas. Por favor, quisiera que traten de ponerlo en inglés. Un poquito, yes? Because I know the story is very interesting, but you are speaking only Spanish. That's not fair to me. No es justo conmigo, okay? The little bit, just words if you cannot talk a lot, but I want you to understand and to tell me. La cosa más importante para mí es que ustedes entiendan la historia y que se interesen. ¿Está interesante? Do you think this story is interesting? Okay.
Yeah, este tema is interesting.
Okay, so Okay, so let's continue. What did she study? ¿Qué creen que estudió? Maybe politics, maybe she's a lawyer or a doctor. What is she? What do you think? Yes, Gaby. Just ideas. Don't be afraid to talk. No tengan miedo de hablar. But please, we are just in a conversation. So please. Uh-huh. Okay.
Derechos.
Could be, yes. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Clemantine Wamariya. You see there? Look at her. This is Clemantine. Clemantine graduated in literature from Yale University, became a storyteller and activist. With her stories, helped refugees to be brave, a ser valientes, to keep hope, a mantener la esperanza, and be resilient, even in the middle of chaos. Okay, did you understand this? ¿Entendieron esto?
Yeah.
Okay. Clemantine graduated in literature from Yale University. That's clear, yes? Estudió literatura en la Universidad de Yale. Became a storyteller. Se convirtió en historiadora. Escribe historias ella, ¿ya? An activist. With her stories helped refugees. Con sus historias ayuda a los refugiados a ser valientes, a mantener la esperanza y a ser resilientes. Even in the middle of chaos. Aún en el medio del caos. Okay, let's continue. What happened to Clementine's family? What do you think happened? Where are they? Were they killed? Oh, sorry, aquí he cometido un error. La otra pregunta es, ¿están vivos? Ok, ¿fueron muertos? ¿Están vivos? Where are they? ¿Dónde están? Let's continue, yes? Let's see what happened. Aha. Finally, after 14 years, después de 14 años of being separated, Claire and Clementine were reunited with their family in 2006 at one of Oprah's show on live TV. Se reunieron con su familia después de 14 años de estar separados en un show de televisión en vivo que se llama Oprah Show y se dieron cuenta que tenían, bueno, sus dos padres estaban vivos, both of their parents were alive, and they had another sister and two little brothers. You see? So this is a story of a happy ending, I think. ¿Les parece que tuvo un final feliz?
Sí.
Okay. You know, when I was preparing the class, I was crying because it was very emotional how they reunite again after so long, and what things they had to face, las cosas que tuvieron que enfrentar solas, tan pequeñitas, y luego se reunieron with their families. So it was very, very emotional minutes to me to see these people reunited again. Okay, now I want you to summarize this. Okay. In your words, en sus palabras, please make a summary of the story. Okay? So, who wants first? Gaby or Pedro?
Gaby.
Ok, Gaby. Ok, un resumen, solamente viendo las fotos, ¿ok? Si tú puedes, lo haces en inglés un poquito y si no, en español, ¿ya?
En español.
Ok, en Spanish.
Here. Lo que yo entendía, o sea, era que la niñera antes le cuidaba a ella y había desaparecido. Después como que había matado a más de 1 millón de personas en 30 días.
Ok.
Y ellas fueron a un refugio.
Ok.
En Chicago y...
No, en Chicago ya no. En Chicago ya no el
Ya no.
refugio. No.
Perdón, me confundí, pensaba que era un nombre. No, perdón.
Okay, no. Here in Africa, they were in a refugee camp and they went to live with a family. Fueron a vivir con una familia en Chicago. Okay? So after that, what happened?
En Chicago, ajá.
Ajá.
Y de ahí comenzaron una nueva vida. Y después ella se hizo, estudió literatura, creo que era.
Okay.
No me acuerdo bien, pero bueno. Y escribía sobre su historia para las demás personas.
Okay.
Y después ya en un canal de televisión se encontraron a su familia después de 14 años.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So,
entendí.
Okay, I have a question for the end. Tengo una pregunta para el final. Please just be aware of that. Okay, Pedro, please.
Yes.
In English, if you can, yes? So please start. A summary.
Is the first image is Clemantine with Nanny, and the another is how the people escape of the
Rwanda.
war situation of
Rwanda. Okay.
Later, a cemetery of the people who was in Rwanda.
Okay.
The camp refuge camp.
Refugee camp.
Refugee camp. I don't know what is the other image.
This one?
Yes, I don't know what is.
That is Chicago City.
Oh, okay. The another is Clemantine with a knife.
Okay.
Another Clemantine again would in a conference.
Okay. So what career did she study?
Literature.
Literature year, okay. Okay, continue, please.
In the last, el reencuentro con su familia.
Okay, yes. So I did a little summary. So it says Clemantine Wamariya was born in Rwanda. In Rwanda, there was a genocide when Clemantine was 6 years old, and her parents make Clemantine and her sister Claire to escape, and they lived 7 years in refugee camps. After that, they traveled to Chicago and started to study. She is a writer and activist. Currently, she is, how old is she? Do you remember what year she was born? How old is she now? ¿Cuántos años tiene ahora? Do you remember what year she was born? ¿Se acuerdan en qué año nació?
No.
Okay, I tell you.
1900 algo.
Ajá,
No me acuerdo más.
1988. 1988. So how old is she? ¿Cuántos años tiene? Ahora, now. How old is she now?
¿Cuándo dijo que había nacido?
Sorry? ¿En qué year? I'm sorry, what year? She was born in 1988. Okay. So how old is she? She's a young person still. So how old? Come on, guys. Pedro, do you know the answer?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, we are 2021. So 21 plus 12, it means she's 33 years old. 33 years old. Okay, guys. It's been a pleasure to be today with you, and class is finished already. I thank you very much, and I wait for you next time with another interesting story. Okay? Thank you very
Okay.
much. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Pedro. Thank you, Denise. Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pati.
Bye, Denise. Thank you.